ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe
I am Dwight Rogers.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another collection display cleaning video. It's been a while since I've rocked the Hawk, man. It's been a little bit, so I'm pretty stoked about that. It's kind of funny, I'm wearing a Thelonious Monk shirt while having the mohawk, but it's not that weird because Great Sonny Rollins had a mohawk for a while, right? So anyway, enough about music stuff, on to toys, right? So this dork room is a mess. I've cleaned up a whole bunch of stuff, but and I tried to clean some more stuff up again, and it just keeps getting torn apart just from me moving stuff around for reviews. And I did try setting some stuff up yesterday, so I did change some things. Like for instance, I had placed my Sauron right over here, and he had fallen over and has knocked down a bunch of Marvel Select figures and some other things. I did try cleaning up the X-Men shelf over here, and it started coming along pretty good, but then I knocked over some figures. And so let's just get a closer look at this dork room, which is quite messy at the moment. Here's the same monstrous pile with some new stuff added to it, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do here exactly. But here is the X-Men shelf, and it's not looking too awful. I did move Kitty Pryde. I wanted to give her a more prominent place, you know, so need to add the effect right there to my Jean Grey. Moved Jubilee over here. So this is more or less looking okay as long as that puck stays in place. I'm happy. I got Zabu and the whole Savage Land set up right over there again, so put that back. I use that for comparisons, and then I added X-23 Wolverine over here, which I may or may not do. I don't know. I kind of feel like adding her in with my all-new, all-different Avengers set, even though she wasn't technically part of that group. But we also have this whole area over here, which I'm going to be able to finish up because I've finished reviewing all my Deadpool figures, and I'm going to definitely add Gwenpool to that, so that's not looking too bad. And then we have this shelf, which I haven't really touched up on, and same thing with that shelf over there. You can see I did have my Morph and my Deadpool have fallen. I got to put my Angel figure back up there. I'd taken that down. And I did get a lot of stuff done with my MCU shelf right here, so I did put up almost all the figures that I needed to. I had forgotten all about Colleen, so I got to find a place for Colleen. And then I just got my Luke Cage Claire 2-pack, so I have to remove that Luke Cage and swap it with the, you know, the one with the yellow shirt, man. But you can see I've put in the new Age of Ultron Hulk from first 10 years, and the Hulkbuster from first 10 years are in there. And I will not be using the first 10 years Tony Stark for this display. I may swap the heads, but I really like having him with the gold tie and everything, with the shiny brown suit. I haven't really taken too good of a look at the warped shelf right there. I need to touch all that up. The X-Villains is looking okay. The Avengers shelf is looking alright. But coming down here, I still need to figure out what to do with this. I'm not really just happy with the way that looks, just too crammed. I mean, for those figures. So yeah, Marvel Select stuff had fallen over. Same thing right down there. So a lot of figures on the ground. And then a lot of boxes and stuff in here too. So I have the, you know, the giveaway stuff set aside. I did swap the Bishop figure. I am putting aside this Build-A-Figure piece because I'm doing a Patreon exclusive giveaway with Sauron. So yeah, a lot of goodies on the floor over here. Got some new statues that we'd seen from the P.O. Box pickup video. So yeah, this room was just covered in boxes and stuff because every time I have to do a Hot Toy figure review, I have to go find the figures that I want to get them compared to, and it's just a shame that my Hot Toys are boxed up right now. But hey, my baby took my room where I had all my Hot Toys, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. At some point, I am getting rid of that Bode shelf, and that shelf, I'm gonna get new shelving throughout in this whole area, but it's kind of like a project of mine to get this all set up the way I like it, and then take it all down and do it all over again. And then we have the DC shelf over there, which I might work on. So anyway, yeah, let's get to it. Okay, I said I was going to start working on the X-Men shelf, but I cannot help it. I love this Sauron figure so much, I can't resist putting it on display, especially because it's in the background to a lot of my P.O. Box pickup videos. Today we'll be listening to the new Alkaline Trio album, Is This Thing Cursed? Love Alkaline Trio. So I'm going to have to, figure something out. You cannot put this figure if I were to have it just leaning against... Ooh, I didn't know that this popped apart like that. Huh, that's kind of a trip. I didn't notice that before. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to see what I can do with that Toy Biz display stand and see if I can keep that thing up on the wall without falling off.
Oh, and I wanted to say thank you to whoever actually gave me that tip that the Sauron neck can move down a lot more than I thought it could. Someone had left a comment letting me know, and I went and checked it out, and oh yeah, I was able to move that neck much further down. So yeah, thank you so much. See, you guys, I do read the comments section, and it ends up being quite fruitful for all of us, really, Right? Don't you like engaging with the YouTuber that posts the videos that you watch? And then I like to read from you guys too. I don't respond to everything, but anyway, getting that Toy Biz stand up into the loincloth of Sauron was really, really tricky, and I think I ended up removing that completely and decided to go ahead with push pins into the wall directly and getting those wings, just hanging on there. Not exactly what I wanted, but it still looks pretty good. I just have a push pin holding up this part and a push pin holding this up, and kind of sucks that his whole lower half has to be kind of twisted like that. It's because of the tail, but I don't mind it so much. That makes me happy. All right, and then there's my butt, and we're going down into the Marvel Select shelves, and we have those Sentinel Iron Man figures that had fallen over. So yeah, can't let those just sit there like that. Had to fix those up too. So yeah. Not the most ideal position to be in a YouTube video. Look like I'm just bending over my ass out, but for the sake of figures, man, got to do it, But yeah, I had a hard time kind of deciding what exactly I was going to do with the custom Wolverine figure. I ultimately ended up putting it on the putting it next to the Marvel Select Wolverine from the not from the Logan movie. But yeah, that was, damn it, now I'm forgetting. Yeah. Okay, so the Wolverine figure, that's a custom that I'm holding right there. That's from the Logan movie. And then the Wolverine figure that is on the shelf for Marvel Select, that's from the Wolverine movie. Yeah, I get my Wolverine movies confused. I had a piece of Captain America's shield kind of sitting around from that SH Figure Arts, so I had to put that up. Oh, speaking of reading comments, I wanted to say that I am down to do a Q&A. Somebody had left the idea of, hey, why don't you do a Q&A during these videos? That would be kind of neat. And I was like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I'm not going to answer all the questions, but yeah, if you have questions that you want to ask, I'll answer them in the next collection video. So go ahead and leave one comment down below. Oh yeah, I've reached out to Adam and he hasn't gotten back to me about that Punisher figure. That's the multi-bullet accessory. But yeah, if you guys have questions, go ahead and leave them down below, and I'll answer some of them. But try to keep it to one question. You know what I mean? Don't be greedy with the questions, guys. But yeah, and I'm drinking out of my Spider-Man cup this time because I'm all about that PS4 Spider-Man game. And go ahead and follow me on the Twitch. I'm shooting for that average of 75 viewers at a time, which is pretty tricky to obtain. But yeah, really fun game so far. It's tough to get people to watch me just because I kind of suck, you know what I mean? I just suck at games, so it's like, for instance, if, I think the action figure reviewers that don't have the best poses have a little bit harder time getting a following, and I noticed that some guys that don't have that many followers on YouTube that are really good at posing figures tend to, gain followers a little bit faster. Damn, I'm just noticing there's that strand of hair just against my scalp right there. It's really irritating, my OCD. But yeah, I swapped the heads. I wanted to show that off. I put the Boxer's Deadpool head on the X-Men Deadpool figure, and I'm replacing that with the previous X-Men figure. Yeah, getting that whole system right there because there's a little bit of leaning. Cable kept falling over. That was kind of annoying, and just give it the proper attention. Move Hope over and everything. So yeah, a lot of shifting around. I wish I could have the camera angle a little bit higher up for this shelf, but I already have the camera up on a tripod, which is standing on a chair. So that just getting this little this angle right here is complex on its own. I need to buy a new tripod. But yeah, we got that new Psylocke pose going on. And what am I working on right here? Oh yeah, the X-23 Wolverine figure. Damn it, this sucked. I had dropped the X-23. There goes Psylocke. Damn it. I dropped the X-23 figure, and at one point her claw came out, and I wasn't able to find the claw. And I think I'm holding the Lady Deadpool figure. I don't know what the hell I'm doing right there. I'm probably going off looking for something. Oh yeah, the Lady Deadpool. Yeah, I wanted to paint her eye. Yeah, so I did that all off camera. Dope. What a dumbass. Oh god, so stupid. But yeah, I want to make sure I got that little detail in there, and I'd done that prepping her for the Marvel Knight shelf, as you can see right here, which isn't just starting off, not looking too bad. We've got a great view of Daredevil's ball sack right there, all the way to the left. What was I doing? Oh yeah, a little bit of Lady Deadpool versus Gwenpool is what I had in mind. I don't know if that actually happened in the comic books or not, but hey, I thought it was kind of a cool idea to do that regardless. Then we have the Series 6 Wolverine over there. Oh man, I still need to, you know what? Just spoiler alert for this video, I did not end up fixing that Marvel Select dagger. I still need to do that. I'm really irritated that hasn't been done yet. But so yeah, whenever I just disappear like this, I'm off looking for something. Again, it's really tricky to be really organized with so much stuff. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm looking for. Oh, I went to go grab the Deadpools. Yeah, there's some extra Deadpools that I needed to I'd put aside for comparisons, during that Sauron wave. So I'm trying to get my Series 6 Deadpool versus my Series 6 Wolverine and getting that posed around. I still think that's a badass figure. I really love that Series 6 Deadpool figure. It's still pretty amazing. It's just that the joints have gotten really loose, over time, and that's pretty weak. One thing to commend Hasbro for is that the joints, do work out a lot better over time, than the Toy Biz joints did. I mean, just overall plastic quality has just been a lot better with the Hasbro figures. I mean, how many breaks? And that was a huge deal for the guys working for Toy Biz. I remember that they had a hard time, with a lot of figures just breaking. So, and as a collector, I mean, I just noticed that a lot more figures broke during the Toy Biz days than the Hasbro days. So it's kind of neat that they've been able to step that they stepped that up. Oh yeah, and I found the second gun that I wanted for the Punisher figure. A little tip: so if you're gonna make a change like that, do not let the legs or the feet move at all whatsoever, or else it's going to ruin your whole pose. We got a little sneak peek at the Omega Red, and yeah, as I had mentioned in my review, I am replacing the new Omega Red figure. I'm replacing the old Omega Red with the new Omega Red. I absolutely love the new Omega Red figure. And I went to go look for the tendrils. Yeah, that's right. The tendrils for Omega Red. Left them on the review station. It's a lot of back and forth. This is how I get my exercise, man. Walking from the dork room to the garage. And from the garage to the dork room. So if you ever wondered how I stay so damn sexy and fit, well, that's it, man. Oh, God, I hate that Wolverine figure. All right, so I don't believe anything what I said about being sexy and fit, by the way. Well, okay, I do. Never mind. I'm the sexiest damn action figure collector in the damn universe. Let's all not lie to ourselves, right? Come on, we all know it. Nah, it's actually Pixel Dan is. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm using I think, and that pillar is kind of in the way. But I put that crappy Wolverine figure from the 2-pack from many years ago. I think it was a Forge 2-pack, right? Forge and Wolverine. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in a clear bin, and I replaced that figure with the Wolverine from I think it was I can't remember, Puckwave maybe. It's the maskless Wolverine getting choked out by the new Omega Red figure, which I'm not really liking that much because the look on that Wolverine's face is just like really stale. Oh yeah, and I'd forgotten about the Misty Knight. She'd fallen over behind the shelf, and Iron Fist too, so gotta get that Daredevil all squared away, and then got Misty Knight to stand there. There's another one tricky to do, and yeah, this kind of took a while. Yeah, so yeah, one reason I don't use sticky tack is because I do have to. Then it goes to Misty Knight again, and she fell behind all over the thing all over again. I mean, another reason why I don't use a sticky tack is that I do have to regularly remove the figures from the shelves. So it's like, really, what's the point? Plus, I don't know. It's just a weird thing that I need them to stand on their own as much as possible. Again, there is some leaning involved, but for the most part, they are. Oh, yeah, and then the Kate Bishop Hawkeye, I wanted to get her. That was a good look at my armpit and chest hair right there. See, told you. Sexiest reviewer ever. After Pixel Dan. Yeah, so I knocked over that whole shelf, and then I just wanted to add her to it, even though she's not really part of that team, but, I wanted to add her. And I was thinking maybe adding the all-new, all-different Wolverine to that shelf, too. I think that might be cool. I wanted to change up the Kamala Khan pose right there. Like, yeah! All right. And I'll do the Spidey shelf! Yes, finally! So, Prowler, yeah. And this is a choice that I actually will regret later on. Oh, another choice is, yeah, dumbass. How are you going to throw your mohawk up and then go pose around a bunch of figures that are hanging on the ceiling? Ah, so stupid. Duh. Of all the days, because, one thing I tell myself is to not put my beanie on when I go posing my figures that are on the ceiling like that, because the beanie can knock over figures. But with a freaking Liberty spiked mohawk, it's even worse. It's way worse. So, you guys are gonna just laugh at how stupid I am knocking the figures over with the mohawk. So, okay. So it was Black Cat. That's right. I was getting my Black Cat figure up there. Okay, and then I ended up having to move that later on, I think, too. But yeah, this is probably one of the trickiest shelves to get set up. And there goes the damn hobgoblin. And what sucked is that happened behind my head because I couldn't figure out exactly how I had that set up before. So, I don't know. Let's see how I do. I try to get a little bit of a Silk versus Black Cat thing going on over here. And let's see how that goes. It doesn't look too bad. It's just kind of getting drowned out a little bit, but I think I more or less put that in the same place. He's totally facing the wrong direction, though. Let's see all the wobbling. So yeah, this is definitely a good thing to have a Q&A thing. Oh yeah, and that's me trying to figure out whether or not I'm going to use the new Carnage or the older Carnage. So I think I really liked the pearlescent shiny eyes from the first Carnage figure. But yeah, popping the hands off was just a little bit trickier on the older Carnage figure, so I ended up going with the new Carnage. And yeah, so can't wait to see how that turns out. And yeah, and I really hope Hasbro makes a Marvel Legends Flash Thompson anti-Venom. That would be pretty sweet. I would definitely want to have that figure. But I like having the the Agent anti-Venom. That's right, it would be Agent anti-Venom. Yeah, see, I'm loving that new axe effect, and then I still have my ACBA Carnage effects attached to the other hand over there. So I think that's kind of looking pretty cool. It's looking pretty cool. That mohawk just going on. So what you doing now, dude? Yeah. Getting that Venom. I'm still gonna say, as much as I love the new Build-A-Figure Venom. And I really do love that figure. This Amazing Spider-Man series from Toy Biz, that Amazing Spider-Man series Venom figure is still my favorite Venom figure. People ask me what my favorite Venom figure is, and it's still that one. I just love that figure. I don't know. But I don't get me wrong, I think the new Build-A-Figure is freaking amazing. Hydration, important. And then I think I forgot. I got so I'm replacing the old Kane Scarlet Spider. Try to get two Scarlet Spiders side by side over there. I think that looks pretty cool. And then I think I'd forgotten. Oh yeah, I wanted to scooch Kingpin over, fill up that space so I can get a Jameson figure up there. Try to be very strategic the way I have these set up. I want the J. Jonah Jameson figure next to the Man Wolf because that's John Jr. And that's his son. And then I also wanted to have, and wouldn't it be great if they had a Spider Slayer for, that is a Build-A-Figure that I really would like to see happen. As corny as it looks, well, there's at least 3 different versions, I think, of the J. Jonah Jameson Spider Slayer, right? So I would love to have a Build-A-Figure of that. That would be really cool. Ideally, the latest one that he used, well, spoiler alert, if you haven't read Amazing Spider-Man number 800, that book came out several months ago. I just finished it. Please don't give me any spoilers on anything else that happens, because that's the latest issue that I've read. But in 800, spoiler alert, like I said. Oh, yeah, see, I forgot the freaking Scorpion figure. That he uses the Spider Slayer drone that he uses, like, remotely. He uses that remotely. And that was a pretty awesome scene. I really like Dan Slott's run, man. So I'm really happy with what he's done with the Spider-Man story, and I can't wait. And I'm curious to see what happens. I forgot who the new writer is for the next one, but I'm definitely gonna keep on reading Amazing. I mean, that's one of my all-time favorite titles. Is Amazing Spider-Man. Got the Jackal up there. And Jonah Jameson.
Alrighty, so that was more or less an hour, and I'm pretty happy with this, I like that Psylocke pose more so than I had before. And I'm not one. Oh, I don't know where the head went. Wolverine fell over while I was working on the shelf underneath this one, and I just continued on and didn't grab the head. So yeah, and I still got to do that that head modification video. I haven't forgotten, but yeah, you could see shelf right here once again. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. Oh, I got multiple men. Could I add even more multiple men? Need more multiple men. Have the new X-Men Deadpool. Have the new Bishop right there next to the new Cable. I already swapped mine out with the one with eyebrows. So I'm pretty happy with this. I have Kitty Pryde right there. So then there's another multiple man running across over here. Another multiple man back there. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm also very stoked about this. This is really cool. I wish I had even more space though, because I have that the all-new Daredevil that I would like to add to this. I have a Daredevil on Daredevil battle going on right here, which I think is a little bit stupid. I also have Lady Deadpool attacking Gwenpool, and she's just taking a selfie instead. I have the Series 6 X-Men, or the Series 6 Wolverine versus Series 6 Deadpool right there. And yeah, so a bunch of versus stuff going on right over here. I did find the new saddlebags for the motorcycle for Wolverine. I need to add that in there. And then I have the new Omega Red figure versus, I think it was a Hitmonkey Wave Wolverine. And I found that other gun for Punisher. So yeah, some good stuff going on right over here. This was difficult getting this together, as you guys may or may not have seen. And then I added the first 10 years Captain America to this shelf. I still have the Groot and Rocket I need to add there, plus a Colleen. And you saw me knock over this earlier. And I touched up the Marvel Select shelf. I added the custom Wolverine movie figure there. Select shelf is looking pretty good here. This is looking pretty sweet. Nothing really changed or added aside from the Sauron, which you already saw. But yeah, I feel like I made some really good progress right here on the Spidey shelf. I still need to get the Sinister Six section going, but I have this whole portion. I need to find Kingpin's cane, and I I've got my Scorpion figure right here, all strategically placed. I don't know how much I like that Prowler setup. I may remove Prowler from over there, but I have the Scarlet Spiders more or less side by side, and I added the new Carnage. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked, man. There is still a huge mess of things on the floor. There's figures that I'm going to be putting away, but a little bit less of a mess. Less of a mess indeed. It's getting better, It just takes time, but more or less an hour to do that. Not too shabby, I think. So yeah, I'm going to continue on with these videos. Stay tuned till next week when I will have another collection display video going on. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Please hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll catch you guys later. Oh, also, follow me on the Twitch. I've been playing the PS4 Spider-Man. I love the game. It's so fun. Alright, you guys. Catch you later. Peace! Woo! Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face, I said, my shot, your face, I said, my shot.